Hey folks, Justin Humphreys, Humphreys Homes at Red One Realty, starting a new series called Helpful Hints by Humphreys Homes. This is episode 1, and today we're talking about hot water tanks. When I'm doing showings with my buyer clients, there's certain aspects of the property that I make a point to investigate and point out to my clients to let them know what kind of condition they're in, especially the mechanicals of the home. So we're talking about the furnace, we're talking about the hot water tank, we're talking about the air conditioning unit, the roof. Today we're talking about hot water tanks, and I'm here at a property in Dublin, Ohio, and I'm going to point out a couple of the important things to look for when you're looking at a hot water tank. Now, I'm not a certified HVAC technician or a licensed plumber, but I have toured thousands of homes in my real estate career, and I pride myself on the ability to point out red flags or to tell somebody whether or not a unit like this is in good condition or bad condition. So let's look at some of the important features of this unit and talk a little bit about that. All right, folks, so we've got our tank here, and some of the most important things I like to point out to my clients. Here on the sticker, we can always find the size of the tank. So this is a 62-gallon tank, and then we can also identify the heat source here on the sticker. So this is a natural gas tank as opposed to an electric tank. Another way we can quickly identify this as a natural gas tank is this corrugated yellow corrugated steel tubing that's supplying the heat source here. Also, we've got our flue and we've got our vent pipe, which is allowing the carbon monoxide and the gases released by this tank to be safely vented out of the house. This is important. Obviously, we don't want carbon monoxide in the house, so it's important that this is in good condition and level. This one looks like it could use a little bit of adjusting, but doesn't look like it's in terrible shape to me. The other thing I like to point out is the age of these tanks. On each of these tanks, there's a serial number here on the sticker, and the first 2 letters of that serial number are coded, and you can actually find the manufacturer date based on those 2 letters. So this one was actually manufactured in October of 1990, and I see some dates here on the Energy Saver sticker that say 1994, and this tank is pushing 30 years old. That is a long time for a hot water tank. But having said that, this tank looks to be like it's in good condition. Typically for tanks this age, I see a lot of corrosion, especially here at these conduits. A lot of buildup corrosion, looks like a blue-green type of buildup there. And it looks like this one doesn't have that much buildup, so it has been taken care of. Also, we've got our drip pipe here. We've got our corrugated steel tubing. We've got our hot pipe coming out of the tank. We've got our cold pipe coming into the tank. And we've also got a shut-off valve here if you ever need to shut this tank off in a hurry. That's where the valve is located. Down is on, turn it up, turn it off. We've also got another valve here if you were to ever need to shut the gas off in a hurry. There's a valve here. Again, down is open, sideways is closed. We've got our sediment trap here. The sediment allows the debris that's in the gas to collect down here instead of collecting and clogging the tank, which is important. Another aspect of the hot water tank we've got here is our thermostat. This can help you control the actual water temperature in the house to make it hotter or colder. And we've got our igniter here for the pilot light as well. Now, I do notice that this unit does not have a drip pan, which would be useful for any drip that comes out of this overflow pipe here. But all in all, I would obviously run the sinks upstairs and test the temperature of the water, but all in all, for the age of this tank, it looks like it's in good shape. Okay, folks, so we've had a chance to look at some of the more important components of the hot water tank here. We've determined that this tank is probably pushing about 30 years old. And inspectors, home inspectors here in the United States will tell you that hot water tanks of this size, their life expectancy is an average of 10 to 15 years old. So this unit is way past its life expectancy. That being said, it looks like it has been regularly maintained and taken care of well. So this unit could last another 5 years or so. It's hard to tell. The reason it's important to look at these things is because if you're a home buyer, especially a first-time home buyer, these are the big ticket items that cost the most money to replace when they go bad. So it's important for us to have an idea of what kind of shape they're in, what kind of condition they're in before we make our offer. The average cost for replacing one of these tanks is probably around $1,200 for a tank like this. That can get more expensive the bigger the tank or a different type of tank. If you were to do an on-demand hot water system, it might be a little bit more expensive. Hopefully this video has helped you identify some of the important components of hot water tanks to help you in your home search. If you need any help with your real estate search, reach out to me today. And as always, with Humphreys Homes at Red One Realty, you are just in time to buy, sell, build, or invest.